It's Kefalonia, very beautiful Greek island, and I'm here because of the turtles. I'm taking part in a project of conservation of loggerhead turtles. They really love this place. It have many beaches around where they can lay their eggs. Population of loggerheads are declining. I think it's a good way to take part in such conservation project. Kefalonia is the biggest of Ionian islands in Greece. Population is about 40,000 people, and it's known for its amazing scenery and nature. Green, vast mountains, epic sandy beaches, crystal clear water. But first, I have to get there, so I took a bus from Athens to Argostoli. We are monitoring harbor because here a lot of adult turtles, and the problem is that when the fisherman comes, they start to feed it to sell more fish. So they're selling fish on the shore right here to the tourists. You can see there right behind me. So turtle comes, it attracts more tourists, it attracts more people, they get more money. But the problem is when they feed fish to the turtles, they become very aggressive, which is it's not natural for their behavior. They might become aggressive only during mating season, but here, because they start to get easy food, they start to be protective for their territory, and we see a lot of interactions between them. They're biting each other, chasing each other, and yeah, we basically study this behavior and also try to prevent it. It looks like that feeding turtles is not really good for the turtles, again, because they develop abnormal behavior, very aggressive. It's like 7 a.m. and I'm taking a bike and going to the beaches to see if there are any hatchlings, tracks from them, or still some hatchlings alive, just to check the situation. And we want to be first on the beach before any other people coming. Yep. And we're doing patrol. We're checking if there are any hatchlings during the night. It's a small beach, and basically just walking around and look for the tracks of small turtles.
At the centre of the nest where they've all crawled out from.
Right.
Which is nice.
We can see turtle track. It goes to the sea, and here it stops, and we can see the seagull tracks. Right now we're scanning beach for any remaining turtles. And also to count the tracks to know how many of them hatched. So we found here 16 tracks of hatchlings and only 6 were alive.
Yep.
So seagulls becomes a really problem here. As the guy says, they never had this before. This is the first year and first time it happens, but right now it's a big issue.
What we're finding on this beach is the sand is building up a lot on top, especially when we have windy days and windy nights, and it's increasing the depth from the top egg to beach level. So it's obviously going to be making it harder for the hatchlings to actually get out of the sand. So day 4 of dipping, no hatchlings yet, probably quite deep to the top egg, so we're going to check on it. Alive above. Thank you. So she's going to tell you.
have to dig trenches for them to make their life a little bit easier. But they have to do it on their own. They have to crawl on this land to imprint the location. So then after many years they can come back here to lay their eggs and to mate as well. That's how it works.
So he was just saying that this one, he has this underneath him, which is like a big abscess.
Oh.
And it's not going anywhere. So I'm probably going to put him in the sea and he's just going to sink down. So I'd rather, if he does do that, I'll put him back into the sand and just let nature take its course, basically. But it happens sometimes.
So this small hatchling looks promising. He breathes and he swims and he fights for his life. And we also try to take care of each and every individual because their survival rate is very low. Only 1 in 1,000 will get to maturity. And yeah, that's why we try to assist and help every little small turtle.
Those hatchlings were indeed trapped inside that nest. We had to make the call to do the top egg check after 3 days. If we would have waited any longer, which we have in the past, there would have been full death in there. The beaches are getting warmer, the moisture is increasing, and these are all things that we're looking into as well. So when we have a mass hatching, we also go into the nest because they've pushed down so hard on these remaining hatchlings that they often don't come out on their own. They have magnetite in their brains or in their skulls, and so this is what they use to come back to. This is what they sense. It's not about seeing that beach, and it was thought, yes, they come back to that exact same beach. That's not the case. It's about a 12-mile radius.
So we have some sample areas that we try to monitor at regular intervals around the year and count how many turtles are in this area.
So I'm flying with a drone around the harbor and I've just spotted second turtle. The first one was, I think, green turtle, which is quite rare for this area. Yeah, and we need this data to know how many turtles are here at the harbor, so it's for scientific purposes.
So we're going to check on the top eggs. We're going to see what they look like. Maybe we'll have some hatchlings, maybe we won't. But it's been about 2.5 weeks since we've had anything from this beach. Just want to see how things are going. Day 70 is the last point we leave it, and then we will check on all of the eggs to see what's going on, and we will likely open them up unless we're suspicious that they're still alive, and then we'll put them in the ground for a little bit longer.
So that's how it works. We carefully dig out the nest and take out all of the eggs. Some of them have hatched already, some just started, and some are not ready yet.
He's alive, but he's obviously just pipped.
If everything fine and the eggs just need more time, we release the hatched ones and start to put eggs back in the same order. Gender of the hatchlings depends on the temperature of the sand. If it's more than 29 degrees Celsius, it's gonna be female. If it's less, then male. But things not always go smoothly. Here we have 114 eggs and all of them dead. The nest was flooded by the seawater, later it was relocated, and after 70 days there was no sign of life, so we have to open it and examine each egg.
This is the last one. One body. We just released 70 hatchlings into the sea, and the sea right now is full of seagulls who hunt for them. And at this point, hatchlings are completely vulnerable. They have no any protections or anything, and that leaves everyone very sad right now. Well, that's nature. That's how it is, and at this moment it seems that whatever you do is useless. But it's not. It's So definitely some of them will survive and continue this journey, and also without humans right now this particular nest wouldn't be hatched because it was blocked. They couldn't get out from there. So yeah.
Few guys went for a swim to try to scare away seagulls, and I meanwhile managed to take this picture. Seagull with a hatchling in his beak. We have to build the walls around the nest to make sure all of the hatchlings will get to the sea safely. I was sleeping right next to it. We're also using red light because it's not that destructive for the turtles.
Let's do a check at 8 o'clock.
I think just right when there's something.
It's 3 a.m. in the morning. I'm checking the nests, and we do it each hour. We sleep in shifts.
Hatchlings go out at night because it's the most safest moment for them, and they locate the sea by the reflection of moon and stars, which are normally the most brightest objects at night. But because of the many artificial lights, they have no idea where to go, and usually they just grow in different directions.
So as you can see, the beach bar is open, well, quite late, and it's creating light pollution, and it's a huge problem for hatchlings. So we just found one wandering hatchling. If you follow his tracks, he just go wandering all around. He's completely confused. Couldn't find the sea because here's so many artificial lights, they don't know where to go. So that's the problem. The sea is on the left, and he's always turning to the right because that's where the lights of the hotel and a lot of artificial lights from flats, you see. That was cold and windy night. Nico's swimming there with a turtle, we just catch it. So it's crazy how he jumps and just get it out of the water. We also have a system with a drone, so I'm flying with a drone to locate the turtle. Then when I found it, I just stay close, and yeah, the guys like Nico jumps, and the drone helps them to see the location of the turtle.
Here you can see Tyler, who is following the turtle, and there's the drone right above it. This time, turtle was faster than him.
This is the second one for today. The first one, it got really bad wound on her shoulder, and that's from the beak of another turtle. So, you know, they had a fight, and the wound was so deep, and yeah, it's really good that we got it out and give it some medical care.
Now look at the injury. You can see near my thumb here, this is all dead tissue. So we're gonna clean that up. But it looks like it was a bite from another male turtle. He's extremely fat. This doesn't look very healthy here. I mean, this is just a mass of fat. He just eats fish at the bottom of the harbor on a daily basis. Okay, there we go. You guys can see how deep this hole is here, okay? That's all necrotic tissue. It's all clean now. You see this is soft?
Yeah.
we'll put tags on it, and then yeah, we'll release it back. We'll also try to be as fast as possible, so it's like don't hold it out more than half an hour, because of course it's stress for the turtles as well.
Yeah, don't move this knee here. That's a very important knee.
Important.
Okay, she just needs a little help. Yeah, let go.
Oh shit.
That's a tough job.
Honestly, it's different every time, but there's some things that you don't want to do. So you don't want to just jump right on the turtle if it's shallow, because then when you catch it, either you hit your head on it or you'll push it too hard. You want to sort of have the same speed as the turtle, because you always want to catch it from behind, not from the front, because then you could meet its mouth.